For many, a 401k is one of the first ways they're brought into the world of investing. Based on a Vanguard analysis from 2021, the median 401k balance at retirement was around $130,000, which is a fraction of what people truly need to retire. So why aren't people saving more? Well, it could be because they don't have a plan on how much to save, but could also be caused by several other common mistakes many newer investors make. In this video, we're going to talk about 5 mistakes you want to avoid if you don't want to turn your 401k retirement plan into a waste. Number 1. Not taking advantage, even if there's no match. The 401k is a retirement plan offered by the employer, and most employers offer matching contributions. For example, if you're contributing 6% of your salary, your employer may match 50% of your contribution. A lot of people would consider this free money and would highly advise that you meet the match so that you get these additional funds put into your account. Research shows that almost 80% of Americans have access to a company-sponsored 401k, but only 41% of Americans contribute towards it. It's never too late to start though, so you can sign up for these plans if you haven't yet. There are even catch-up contributions for those individuals over the age of 50, which would allow you to invest slightly more money. While each company has its own matching methodology and it's often suggested to meet the match to get the maximum benefit from the plan, it's still advised to contribute even if the company doesn't offer a match. The 401k retirement account offers tax shelter benefits that can help decrease your taxable income, either now or when you pull the funds out in retirement. There are many people who feel they cannot afford to save for retirement, but that puts your future self in jeopardy. Even just a small amount can go a long way over time. Many people retire with very little in savings and investments, but with a little strategy and discipline, you can set yourself up for success. Number 2, not being consistent and increasing contributions over time. Having a 401k is not a set it and forget it type of investment. While it can make introduction to investing a bit easier since it's employer sponsored, you still need to pay attention to it. One of the biggest things most people don't do is increase their contributions over time. Doing this one step can help to improve your average balance, but the first thing that needs to happen is to ensure that you are regularly contributing. Skipping just a few months or even a few years can significantly reduce how much money you ultimately have at retirement because you're robbing compound interest of that time. We understand that life happens, but make saving a habit. Set up your contribution and keep the momentum. Then, at regular intervals, look to see if you can increase your contribution. A lot of accounts can automatically increase your contribution on a set date or even the date of your hire with the company. You want to give your future self the best opportunity for safe retirement. Making sure you increase your contributions will allow your account to grow and compound with time. Number 3, not paying attention to fees. While investing in a 401k, you need to know the fees associated with the management of the funds. Some plans do offer low cost and some are ridiculously expensive. So keep in mind the expense ratio. While choosing otherwise, you will not even realize and you can easily lose your money. For example, there are 2 types of mutual funds, an actively managed fund and an index fund. With actively managed funds, an account manager picks stocks in an attempt to beat the market average. An index fund simply picks an index, for example, the S&P 500, and picks the stocks that are in that index so that they match it as closely as possible. There's no doubt that there are a lot of smart financial people working on Wall Street, but the majority of actively managed funds do not beat the market. Yet you'd be paying higher fees to be in their mutual fund. An index fund is a simpler and cheaper strategy and generally have some of the lowest fees that won't eat away at your profits. The percentage points may not look like a lot, but it could result in your balance being hundreds of thousands of dollars less just because of the fees. Number 4, cashing out. According to a survey conducted on 1,000 American boomers, it's estimated that 59% of beneficiaries of retirement plans withdraw their funds before the time. You might need those funds in the case of a financial emergency, but you should keep in mind what early withdrawal will cost you. The consequences might result in a further financial burden that is subject to tax and early withdrawal penalties. Did you know the IRS imposes a 10% penalty if you withdraw funds before the age of 59 and half? That means if you've invested $50,000, you'll be paying $5,000 to the government in fees, and you'll have to pay income taxes on the amount. Withdrawing money early can have you lose a sizable portion of your assets. The 401k is your retirement plan, your nest egg. So withdrawing money from it should be seen as a last resort. If you do feel the need to pull money from your account, we always suggest reaching out to a financial professional for guidance and to ensure you understand the tax implications. Number 5, not having a plan. If you don't have a plan, you won't be informed on how to make the best decisions for you, your partner, or your family. Many of us simply start investing in a 401k, and there's nothing wrong with that. But eventually, we need to understand the importance of creating a budget for, before, and during a retirement. Over time, you can have a better understanding of the kind of life you want to live in retirement, and it may show you that you aren't saving enough to get there. It's difficult to predict how much money you'll need, especially if you're still 30 to 40 years out from retirement, but having some goals can give you something to strive for. Having some basic understanding of what financial freedom in retirement looks like for you can help you determine how much will be enough for you to retire. And don't think you're locked into this decision. As you age, life happens and your family grows. You can always review and edit. It's easier to make changes and shift focus when you have an initial plan to work from. Having a retirement plan will also help you in determining how much and where you need to save outside of your 401k account. Your additional savings and investments, whether it's in emergency funds, real estate, or taxable brokerage accounts, can give you a better, well-rounded view of your total retirement picture. Take the time to go and look at your 401k account. What fees are you paying? Where are you invested? Do you have a plan? Avoiding the 5 crucial mistakes we talked about today can help set you up for success and increase your balance over time. Making sure you don't make these mistakes can give your future self the best chance for a happy and healthy retirement. If you found this video interesting or helpful, leave a comment below. We'd love to hear from you. Please like and consider subscribing so you never miss out on new content. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.